Toyo was rummaging around in the fridge and came across some meat. He had a stroke of genius and decided to turn it into some tasty burger patties. You should see the way he works with the meat, it's like giving it a relaxing spa treatment. He sprinkles on some savory sauces, adds a pinch of pepper for that extra kick. Before we knew it, the kitchen was filled with the sizzling sounds of deliciousness, and the mouth-watering aroma wafted through the house. Toyo was in his element, flipping the patties like a master chef, and soon the burgers were ready to be devoured. But just as Toyo was about to sink his teeth into the juicy, meaty goodness, I burst in, frantically asking if he had seen my brain. You see, I had put it in the refrigerator to cool down after a particularly grueling study session, and I was afraid that Toyo had accidentally turned it into a patty. Anna always dreamed of becoming a big celebrity. One day, her wish came true when she was invited to be a part of a movie directed by a famous filmmaker. Anna was over the moon with excitement. She imagined herself in a romantic lead role with a gorgeous oppa and all the fans screaming her name. On the day of the shoot, the actors looked pale and scared, as if they'd just seen a ghost. When the camera started rolling, Anna was finally on screen, but something was wrong. There was no romance, no dashing oppa, and no screaming fans. Instead, Anna was a ghost climbing out of a TV. It was so scary that even the other actors were shaking in their boots. Fries and ketchup are the ultimate dynamic duo. They go together like salt and pepper, like Beyoncé and Jay-Z, like a fish and its bicycle. Wait, scratch that last one. Toyo and Anna munched happily on the French fries I had prepared for them. They especially loved the ketchup I had made with my secret recipe. The fries and the ketchup were a match made in heaven, and they couldn't stop eating them one after the other. After they finished the first batch of ketchup, they came to me and asked for more. Without thinking too much, I squeezed the ketchup out of my brain. Yes, you heard me. My secret recipe is so secret that it's literally my brain juice. Oh my goodness gracious me! I was being chased by a terrifying ghost in a creepy, dimly lit place. I ran like my life depended on it, and when the ghost almost caught up with me, I suddenly awoke from the nightmare. Thank goodness it was only a dream. Feeling a bit shaken up, I hurried to the bathroom and flushed the hell out of whatever was left in my brain. Who needs that haunting brain when I can have a peaceful slumber tonight, right? I gave the toilet a good flush and sent my bad dream vibes brain straight into the abyss. Goodbye, nightmares. Hello, sweet dreams. Once upon a time, in a fairy tale land far, far away, there lived a princess named Anna. She had just married the handsome Appa prince, and they lived happily ever after. Or so she thought. One fine morning, Anna woke up to find a slimy green frog lying next to her pillow. Alarmed and confused, she frantically looked around for her beloved prince, but he was nowhere to be found. Oh no, my prince must have turned into this frog, she thought, feeling crestfallen. Remembering the story of the frog prince, Anna decided to take matters into her own hands. She picked up the frog and gave it the most passionate kiss she could muster, hoping it would turn back into her handsome prince. Little did she know, her prince had just gone to the bathroom for a quick morning ritual. I have a really bad headache right now, it's so painful I can barely think straight. I decided to look online to see if there were any possible causes for my headache. But the results I found were really scary and only made me more anxious. I immediately took out my stupid brain and kicked it away. Now my problem is solved and I can have a peaceful mind. I was doing my business on the throne when suddenly the toilet paper I was about to use decided to play a game of Catch Me If You Can and floated into the air as if it had a life of its own. I was so confused until I saw that it was wrapping itself around something. Lo and behold, it was a mummy trying to give itself a toilet paper makeover. I mean, come on, can't I just do my business in peace without a mummy interrupting my flow? But then I had a brilliant idea. Why not use the mummy as my own personal toilet paper? I mean, it's already wrapped up like a cozy little burrito, so why not put it to some use, right? So I started rubbing all over the mummy's body. Hey, waste not, want not, right? I bet you've never heard of anyone using a mummy's wrapping cloth as their personal toilet paper before. What can I say, when life gives you a mummy wrapped in toilet paper, you gotta make the most of it. Meet Zom, the bloodthirsty creature who's always on the hunt for a good blood pack. He's got a taste for the red stuff and won't rest until he's had his fill. Then there's Oily, the greasy little fella who's always in need of a petroleum fix. He's like a car engine that runs on oil, but with a thirst that can only be quenched by the black gold. As for me, I've got an open mind, but sometimes it's a little too open. My brain has a tendency to fall out without warning, so I'm constantly on the lookout for my missing pink matter. And don't even get me started on the modern youngster. They're all about that boba milk tea, and if they don't get their fix, they turn into zombies. It's like they're hooked on some kind of magical potion that turns them into milk tea fiends. Watch out! It was a scorcher of a day and Anna and Oily were melting like popsicles. Anna had her Rapunzel-like hair sprawled out in front of the fan, but it just wasn't doing the job. She needed more power, like a superhero needs a cape. So, she cranked that bad boy up to level 3, the maximum setting. Suddenly, Anna's hair was whipping around like a tornado, and she felt like a model in a hair commercial. But then, in a flash, her locks were gone, leaving her looking like a cue ball. Anna, completely oblivious to her new bald look, kept basking in the refreshing wind, while poor Oily was left picking his jaw up from the floor. Talk about a bad hair day. The exam is coming soon. I better start revising. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4.
2 times 3 is equal to 6.
Oh mommy, it's getting difficult.
3 times 3 is equal to 9. 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2.